AFCRDTV, we're here at Victoria Ground and it's finished Bromsgrove 1, Diamonds 0. And I'm here with man of the match, Alex Clyde. Alex, well fought game, went toe to toe, very good side, just didn't come out on the winning side. What was your thoughts?
Yeah, I think, to be fair, we're a bit sort of slow first 15 minutes. I think it's happened a few times for us. We just didn't seem to come out of the blocks. And then sort of a sloppy goal really for them, or to concede really. And then we had some great chances. On another day we'd have scored 2 or 3 of them. But yeah, unfortunately, when you play away from home, you don't take chances, and you give them a goal. You know, it's a mountain to climb, really.
Yeah, very similar to our on commentary. And you mentioned the chances we had. Tom got in behind, had a chance. Zach had one as well, and obviously Fernando from very close range. Would have been disappointed not to score that. And as you say, if you don't take your chances, you don't get the points, and it's just one of those days, isn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And in this league, you know, we've just said it really. Even with 1 goal down, that yeah, okay, we'll create chances, but you know, not to dig them out. We should have kept a clean sheet, but you know, we need to score goals as well. Goals win games, unfortunately. You know, and just the way it happened today, unfortunately.
And what was your take on the goal that Bromsgrove scored? Because it's come again from another one of those cross-come shots that seems to catch everyone by surprise, and then Taylor's there to score.
Yeah, that's it. I think we're a little bit sort of balls coming out on the edge of the box. We're a bit passive there, and ball's gone back out, and he's fizzed it across, and you know, he's a good centre forward. He's in the right place, and you know, taps it into the back post. But yeah, we're disappointed. Don't get me wrong. Really, we pride ourselves in being able to defend properly, and you know, I think it was one slip up we made really, and they punished us.
Difficult conditions to play, and obviously we had a lot of rain before kick-off and the pitch cut very quickly. Do you think that played a factor at all? Not to use it as an excuse, but do you think that probably had a factor on how we played at all? Yeah,
definitely. The pitch looked really quite nice at the start of the game, or the start when we arrived, and then yeah, as you said, we had a big downpour, and then the pitch is starting to cut up, as you can see. It looks like a rugby match really, but yeah, so it did sort of stop us trying to play in the final third, you know, playing through the thirds, but yeah, still we had enough chances.
Yeah, we had quite a lot of the ball in that second half, and I think we had one big chance when Chris broke in behind and just didn't quite catch it properly. Do you think that was probably a turning point? Did you think at that point it wasn't going to be our day, or?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I think he just got unlucky. Obviously against Hitchin, you know, we had 4 of them and dispatched them, you know, brilliantly. He was absolutely clinical. So, you know, on another day, yeah, he'd score it, and you'd bet on him scoring it. But yeah, we still create chances. You know, it's not just on the centre forwards. You know, you can't dictate our game on the centre forwards missing. You know, we have to keep getting the ball, keep defending well, and keep providing chances. And unfortunately for that, it just didn't run for us.
So looking ahead to the rest of the games we've got this month, we've got Hendersford at home next, then Colville away and Tamworth at home. Not easy games, but 2 of them are at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, we'd take anyone on our own turf, you know, with the fans behind us. It's just one of them. It's a bit of a strange season so far. Teams that you think would be up there, you know, Hendersford haven't started so well. But I think they've got a new manager now. So
and then they won today as well.
Yeah, did they win today? So look, just take one game at a time. Hendersford next week, and hopefully put right.
Awesome, well done today. Thank you very much for your time.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you, Alex. I'm now here with manager Andy Peaks. Andy, just saying to Alex, we battled really well, but it just wasn't our day. They got the goal, we didn't. What was your thoughts overall?
Yeah, very much that. We got a couple of reports on Bromsgrove and know they were going to play, and they'd play like a high 4 attacking wise. So we put 3 in the midfield to make sure we had plenty of ball. We put Slinny doing a job so they didn't roll balls into strikers, and I thought the game plan was excellent. First half I thought we did well. I thought the first 20 minutes we didn't keep the ball well enough. That was my biggest criticism. I feel that when you come to places and you get spells of the ball, you have to keep it, and we keep giving it back. But I still thought we was well in the game. I was disappointed to concede. But even then, after that, I thought we created enough chances and got in good areas and didn't score.
It's the age I was saying, isn't it? You don't take your chances, you don't win games, and probably had 4 chances in that first half that stick to mind with Tom's shot, with Zach, and then Fernando hitting the bar from close range. You would have been disappointed not to score that one. Did you think at that point it just might not be our day, or we just
I still felt with the goal at half time I was quite happy because I thought we'd pin him in second half, and we created the chances, and Chris has had a good chance. He's put it in the keeper's arms. We've had Leather, got in good areas, and just not got that goal. Nothing's really dropped for us, and it literally was one of those days. But you know, to come to a team who obviously, you know, they're one of the teams that are fancied to do well. They did well last year. They get a good following. They've got a good budget, good players. You know, we've matched them, so I've got to take positives. I'm just frustrated not to come away. I think we'll play a lot worse than that sometimes this season and win.
Looking at the pitch, it was looking really good before kick-off. We obviously had that massive downpour which affected it before the game, and I saw a lot of players picking up the grass and tossing it aside because it was really cutting up. Not to use the pitch as an excuse, but do you think it played a factor in how the game panned out?
No.
That's question answered then.
No, I'm not, the pitch was great. You know, you're playing it every week. It wasn't a pitch. You know, we got in good areas. You know, I don't think Richard's made many saves. A couple of times late on, we've really pushed and we've thrown in extra bodies. But in general, he hasn't really made a save. Their goal has made some saves, and we've hit the bar, and we've got in good areas and not been quite good enough in the final third. Very similar to when we were here last year, if I'm being honest, with a good game plan. Caught them, loads of pace down the sides of them, hurt them, and just didn't have that finish really. I mean, you say the Hitchin, we go back to that game, what a good performance it was. But for me, we had 4 chances there in the first half and took all 4. Today we've had 4 chances away from home at a good club and not took any. And like football, ultimately, if you don't take your chances, you don't win games of football. And that's let us down a little bit today. And that's not one individual, that's collectively we've got in good areas and not done quite the right thing. But like I said, the attitude was brilliant, the spirit was brilliant. I think anyone who watched today would say, well, it was certainly an exciting game to watch for both teams, which ultimately we want. But ultimately for me, I want to win games of football. I'd sooner be nil-nil boring and nick it in the last minute, personally. But no, I think there's lots of positives. And like I said, we'll dust ourselves down. The boys are hurting because they deserve something today, in my opinion. But we'll train this week and be ready for our next one, which we're home next week.
Just looking at defence, obviously you're going to miss Jack Ashton for a few games now with that suspension. How's Liam doing? Is he recovering from his hamstring?
He's still a little bit sore, hence why he's not involved. So I'm not sure how quick he's going to be. But we've got Ryan Hughes, obviously, to come back in as well. I thought he was excellent the other night at Leiston. I didn't think it was right to bring him in today. I think 2 games in a week was too much, and we've still got bodies. I know I'd get a good game out of Jack. You know, people were disappointed the other night. He was disappointed himself. He's apologised to me. He's apologised to the players. He can't do any more than that. You know, I've had this over years with Jack. He has to, you know, without that, he's not Jack Ashton. But, you know, he stood up and been counted today against 2 decent strikers, and he's done well again. So I think it was the right call. But it will give the likes of Hughesy to come in and get an opportunity.
Ahead to the upcoming games that you touched on, we've got Hennisford, Colville and Tamworth. 2 of them are at home. And Alex was just saying that we'll take anyone on our turf. What do you think?
Oh, that's brave of Alex to say that. We've
But
got some
we'll
good clubs coming to our team. No, I'm not being funny. You know, when we put a shift in like we've done today and play, we're a match for anyone in the league, and the Newark game proved when we're not on it, we're not a match for anyone at our league or leagues below. So I'm confident what we've got. We've got some more tough games coming. They're all tough games. This league, anyone can beat anyone, and there'll be funny results right through the season. But we look forward. I never look too far ahead anyway. Alex might. I only look to next Saturday. That's the next one. That's Hennisford at home, another big club coming to us. That's the one we want to get ready for, and that's the one we're looking for the next 3 points.
So in terms of some player news, there was some news last night that Ben Ford had gone to Newport Pagnell on dual registration. Has there been any more player news?
To be fair, Ben Ford's been sitting, he needs to get minutes. He's got himself really fit. He's just missed out of making the 11. He's been on the bench, and we both felt it makes more sense for him to keep ticking over. It won't affect what he does here. You know, rather than sit on our bench today, he went and got some minutes for Newport, so that's fine. He's got really fit, so I don't want him to lose that fitness. Ryan Dove also, he's been training this week for the first time, which was brilliant. And again, he's got players in front of him at the moment. He knows that, and the best thing he can do is go and get some minutes somewhere. He knows a lot of people at Wellingborough, so it fits for him. Hopefully he'll go there and get some goals. He'll still be training with us, and it is available as and when we need him.
Well done, awesome. Well done today. Unlucky with the result, but good luck for next week, and thank you very much for your time.
No, not a problem. Cheers, Joe.